You're right there guys, Sowerz here with another commentary, and this is going to be a preview of the i47 event, which is this weekend. And I'm just going to talk about the event, a few predictions about it, which teams are going, kind of break it down to you, and just a few other things as well to do with the event. But obviously we're looking forward to it. For those of you who don't know, I'm going with the team. I'm going with Visions, 360 Visions are called, the organisation. And the roster is myself, Excellence, Tommy and Zanity. So we're going into it with not too much practice. I mean, we've played quite a bit together, but not as prepared as the other teams, I'd say, going into it. But I think we've got a good mix of players on the team. We're obviously quite experienced as well. I'd say Zanity is like obviously our least experienced player, but he's kind of an up and coming player. So we're looking to do pretty well, but we'll see how it goes, I guess. At the moment, it's looking to get about 20 teams, which isn't amazing, but at the same time, it's understandable. I mean, I did say in another commentary that I think the event is too early to get a good number of teams going. A lot of teams are still trying to practice, get things going. A lot of people are still free agents trying to set teams up, things like that. So I always thought it was going to be pretty low in attendance compared to what we were expecting. But I think 20 teams is still pretty good. The standard of teams going, as I'll talk about in a minute, is very high still. It's definitely an event that's worth recognition. Whoever wins it, there's definitely some recognition there and bragging rights to be had. There's some top teams going, so I'd say competition-wise, it's very strong. As strong as any, a lot of events have been. Maybe not as strong as EGL because obviously all the American teams go, but on the European side of things, I'd say there's probably only a couple of top, European teams that aren't going. So on that front, the competition-wise, it's going to be a good watch on the streams. And I'll talk a bit about the stream later on and how important it's going to be with Treyarch and things like that. But I'll get straight into the teams. Obviously, I've gone through my team. I mean, the seed for our team will probably be top 3 because the seeds are going off the past events, and obviously Prophecy should be first because I was with Prophecy the last 2 events, and we came first and second. So 3 of their players will have first and second seedings. Obviously, I have first and second seed for our team. Tommy and Excellence have been to both events as well, and placed pretty highly as well. So we're going to have a pretty good seed, I think, overall. I think TCM probably will end up being second seed and probably us third, something like that. But Prophecy obviously will be there. The same lineup they've had the last couple of events, and obviously they're going to be one of the favourites. Obviously, when I was with them, we did pretty well there. So it's kind of been a good kind of ground for Prophecy in the past. Kind of I-Series results have been good. So obviously they'll be looking to continue that, as will I really, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes. TCM as well, winners of EGL8 obviously, beating Optic. So for them, I think anything but first, for Prophecy or TCM, anything but first would probably be a disappointment. I think both are looking to win it. So, they're going to be the top competition for us, I think, overall, them two. Outside of them two, there's 4 Kings, who, from what I hear, are pretty prepared. I mean, like I said, our team's not massively prepared. We've played about 3 nights together, which, isn't really a lot compared to the other teams. Prophecy, I've heard, are pretty prepared, but not, as prepared as they could be. Same for TCM, but they're still prepared enough, I'd say. But 4 Kings, from what I've heard, are pretty prepared and are looking pretty strong. We played them a bit, and yeah, they look pretty strong. So do many teams on this game so far, so it's going to be hard to call. We've been the first event and been so short, any teams could cause upsets at this event, I think. But 4 Kings, yeah, a lot of people talking about them. Their roster is Moose, Kyle, Marky B, and Adam Z, I think. Not Adam Z, Adams. I don't know what his tag is, but that's their team. CSC are obviously another team as well, which is the old VP team. Monksy, Mohawk, Tech, and Momo is their team. And people are saying that they're pretty prepared as well, so they're going to be looking strong to go into it. Freako Dragons are one that people are saying are going to be kind of an underdog for the event, because I don't know how prepared they are, but a lot of people are saying they could cause an upset. And like I said, any of those teams I've mentioned probably could end up winning the event. The game's only 2 weeks old now, and it's not. I don't think there'll be one team going into it that's fully prepared. 2 weeks isn't enough time. I mean, how long have we had with the actual Deserter rule set? Probably about a week. So really, no team going into it is going to be fully prepared at all. But overall, like I said, the competition's there. There's still some other teams I mentioned that are going to be pretty strong that could cause upsets as well. but they're the main contenders really, I'd say, for the first place. Surprise teams, I wouldn't really say there is one. Like I say, every team's a surprise team, I think, this event. I won't be surprised if we do get a few shocks. I don't know whether the result of this event is going to be key in any way. I mean, I think it does obviously mean something, because even though the teams aren't fully prepared, I still think that the placements will be quite reflective of the future, because I think usually the better teams will pick the game up quickly at the start. So I think every team going into it isn't going to take it lightly, placement-wise. But yeah, obviously this weekend is the first Black Ops 2 LAN in the world, as far as I understand. And in a way, that is going to be massive, because I'm assuming people like Treyarch will be watching it or keeping an eye on it, seeing how it goes, things like that. So the stream viewers are going to be very important. I always say this, like, the stream viewers are the most important thing for event organisers. 20 teams obviously is not a massive amount, but the competition is there, so that means, you know, people will want to see the top teams, and the top teams in Europe are going to that event. So make sure you spread the word about the stream, because it's very important that, you know, people watch it, everybody supports the stream. That's what's going to keep the events going. It's going to catch Treyarch's attention for the future. And obviously, you know, we're going to get a lot of feedback from this event as well, rule set wise. So if the stream gets a lot of viewers, and you know, we're not playing without score streaks, and everybody's enjoying it, and it looks really fun to play and watch, that's going to be a big message to Treyarch. You know, this can work without score streaks. We don't need to go to the public players. We just need to educate people about the ways of competitive gaming, and it will all be okay. That's what I'm strongly believing in. And obviously, you know, a lot of the community don't want score streaks, things like that. So hopefully they kind of see what we see in competitive gaming this weekend if they watch the stream. But like I said, there's going to be a lot of feedback. I mean, Black Ops 2 could play differently on LAN. It could play more campy, it could be a lot quicker, because people will drop quicker on LAN, and that changes the way the game plays. If people drop, you know, quicker, then people might not play more passively. So it's going to kind of tell us a lot about the rule set, and what maps work, what maps don't work. I think there's already a few maps that we can quite clearly see are, you know, working as well as others. But I guess this event is going to give us a true representation of what will and won't work, really. And I guess I could kind of just wrap up a few things on the rule set front. I mean, people are going berserk about the rules, which is quite idiotic, I think, really, because I've said this quite a few times. I mean, we can't ban everything on the game when it's 2 weeks old, and at the same time, we don't want to leave everything open. I mean, when we first released the rule set, people were saying we didn't ban enough. You know, we had loads of people saying we didn't ban enough, so we updated the rules, you know, banned a few more things. And then more people saying, oh, why have you banned that? We need to keep this in, because now, you know, certain things like stuns, or you shouldn't have banned tactical mass because stuns are overpowered. Things like that. The thing is, I've said this in the other one, we can't please everyone with the rules. This weekend, in my opinion, is a tester for the rules, because they shouldn't, like I've said, there shouldn't be a LAN this early for a game like this. The rule set is never going to be perfect straight out of the box. So we had to change things. And some people were saying we've banned too much, we want a universal rule set. Some people were saying we haven't banned enough, we need set classes. But both sides of the arguments, really, you can't really go that in depth into it, because there's a lot of things that need to take into consideration if you want support from Treyarch, things like that. Just to slightly improve the gameplay. I mean, banning all these things that some people were saying would be ludicrous, because it's not even going to improve the gameplay that much, and we're sacrificing a lot in terms of, you know, we kind of, if we ban absolutely everything, like some people have been suggesting, which is only a few people, then we're going to be basically saying to Treyarch, oh, we don't want your help, basically. Treyarch are open to, you know, score streaks not being in the game, but they want to test it the way that we kind of are. You know, we want to see, okay, yeah, score streaks, we don't want them in, but we're not going to ban every perk under the sun. You know, we're going to see how this event goes, see what's overpowered, see what isn't, and then we'll base our decisions from that. So people just need to relax. This is, like I've said many times, this is just for i-Series. The rules in general will be relooked at. So, you know, hopefully people can kind of wise up and be a bit mature about the whole thing, and just relax and, you know, wait to see how the event goes, and we will act upon things after the event. But yeah, like I say, it's going to be a good event this weekend. I'm really looking forward to it. I always have a good time at i-Series events. It's quite a social event, and there's a lot more to do at these events than like EGLs, things like that. So it should be a good event. But if I don't see you guys down there, then I will be tweeting all weekend long on @Sowerz. I'll be tweeting pictures, things like that, just updates on the event. So make sure you follow me on there if you want to see them. But as always, guys, please drop the video a like if you enjoyed it, and I will see you at the event. If not, I will see you in the next video. Thanks a lot for watching.
Xanty, jump out, Xanty, jump out. Alright. Jump out,
Point identified.
I've got the nades off.
What?
Yeah, nice.
Good job.
Good fight.
My hands are so cold. Alright, I need to take this jacket off, I can't play with it on.
Oh, my stream's without game sound, is it? Oh, my bad. Sorry, everyone.
Yeah, it was good that. We usually take a bit too long to set up on that, but it was good that.